Is anybody out there?
Live from the Palace of Glittering Delights, here's Mark Ratcliffe.
Hello and welcome to Radio 1's Manchester studios. Lard, clean that up.
It's Monday!
Broadcasting to Britain, Europe, and the colonies, this is the BBC's Northern Studio in Manchester.
And as they call you to the eye of the storm, all the people say, stay at home tonight. We are the kids. We are the smile. We are the stars of the fire. Of the fire line.
Public service broadcasting at its best.
This is a program for children of all ages, written by children of all ages.
Great!
Make me a deal and make it straight. Or sign a seal, I take it. To Robert Lee, I sure is. I hope you pray he don't blow it, 'cause we've been around a long time. It's time to try to party, make the big time. Take me on a roller coaster. weddings in Acapulco. We are flying out to Rio. You're so chic, dude, wherever love we. Flavors of the mountain streamline, midnight blue casino floors. Dance the cha-cha through till sunrise. Opens up exclusive doors for now. Just like the windows look the same. So me and you, just we two, got to search for something new.
Oh, yes. Roxy Music and the debut single of 1972, Virginia Plain, the best record named after a tobacco product until last year's seminal Passes the Woodbines Arcade. I'm gasping for a tab, which was, of course, by Mariah Carey. And before that, a song narrowly rejected for use in a police recruitment drive, Suede with We Are the Pigs, from the 94 album Dogman Star. New LP imminent, and I will play that for, Flaming Nora. Lisa, Jackie, Lisa and Jackie and Aisha and Lard in the sexiest voice. This is for Uzma in Burnley. Can you say stay up if you like?
Stay up if you like, you're probably old enough.
Well, horny. Well, greetings, street urchins. Tonight, live in session, the blistering psychobilly go-go experience that is Rocket from the Crypt, the festering psychobabbler ho-ho endurance test that is the hapless boy Lard, plus Kim Newman's cult TV bit, Cyril Doricot's pathological news, guest reader Eyic Matthews, and a load of top tunes out of this carrier bag, what I've got here. Hope you had a good bank holiday. We took full advantage of having yesterday off and went to a showbiz concert. So, in true DJ fashion, I'd like to say hi to everyone I spoke to at the Manic gig last night. Hi, Lard.
Hi, Mark.
And I believe it's also traditional for DJs to say, was out at a club last night and I've come back with all sorts of scraps of paper stuffed in my trouser pockets. The inference being that it's so goddamn famous and popular that people keep coming up and giving them requests, unless they refer to raps of speed or something, I don't know. Anyway, I can admit here and now that I came away with no scraps of paper at all from last night's gig. Lard came away with quite a few stuffed in his trousers, man. I must teach him to put them down the toilet before pulling his pants up one day, but all in good time. Pop music, and we're off.
If all I'd given you was just
that's an irresistible record on the Creeping Bent label, Secret Goldfish from Glasgow, named after a line on the first page of The Catcher in the Rye. And that single is called Come Undone, and I'll play that for Nikki, Panda, Naha and Rachel, because they wanted a cheerful song, and that is because it's about genital bliss.
Wouldn't know, mate.
It is, it just said it. And that's from Angelina Connolly. And there's a nice little postcard of Reading there, which there's some nice cabin cruisers going
Contradiction
down,
in
going
terms.
Down. What?
Nice picture of Reading.
Nothing wrong with Reading, except for the festival. Right, Kim Newman is with us tonight. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Now, we'll get on to what we're doing for Cult TV tonight in a bit, but, of course, a big night for Cult TV viewers, because Doctor Who returned last night.
Yes, that's right.
What's your verdict on Paul McGann?
I thought he is, to be controversial, he's probably the best actor ever to have played Doctor Who.
Right.
That said, I didn't much like the show.
Well, that's contentious, because John Pertwee, of course, recently deceased.
John Pertwee, no, I mean, I think, in terms of range and acting ability, he's well ahead of most of the clowns who've taken the part since the late 60s. That said, I thought that the programme had its problems. I mean, I thought that his characterisation was good, but the script was, well, appalling, I think would be kind. And I really didn't go for the kind of Americanised version. Doctor Who's not supposed to have car chases in it.
Right.
And no monsters.
Well, you see, I'd like
Rubbish, ain't it? No monsters.
No monsters,
At this point, we could have a serious, in-depth discussion.
Had
we seen it and not been
and you
snot
did.
flying drunk at the Manic Street Preachers.
Yeah,
True
right.
enough.
I have to say, I watched it on video last week. I was out last night.
Right. Oh, okay. Fine. So, and what are the? I mean, do you think it will run and run? Will it prove as popular this time? Do you think?
I'm not sure. I think if they could keep making it, it might. Even though
It's not going to prove very popular if they don't keep making it, is it?
No, it's not.
Well, I say, even though I didn't care for the show, I noticed that none of the Doctor Who's were actually at their best in their first outing.
Right,
they
of
all,
course,
warmed
Takes time
up
to
and
bed
got
in.
better. So, if they make more, and if they bring back monsters, which I think we certainly need, then maybe it'll work out. Certainly, McGann is extraordinarily good, and it is nice seeing Doctor Who lit properly, as opposed to that great flat BBC lighting it's had all these years.
Hey, pay our wages.
Blimey,
Could have caused trouble here tonight.
And I have to say that here in the studio we have great mood lighting. It's just a shame we can't see it.
3 miners helmets. It works a
that's
treat,
right,
doesn't it?
yeah.
Perfectly. Now then, apart from Cult TV, of course, from time to time we do cult books. So, I mean, Kim, are there any books that have taken, perhaps about bloody red barons or anything?
Yeah, I'd really not. I don't want to be the kind of person who goes on the radio just to plug their own book.
Yes, you do.
So I was really going to
I'll put a record on then.
Everybody's sticking to their guns and mother licking, and I don't know what to think about you living how you're taught to live. the licking, and I don't know what to think about you living how you're taught to live. Is it how I ought to live? My, what a beautiful style. I'm gonna stay dead skinny so they won't pick me to fry. I don't wanna die. Anything like everyone says I might.
And you can see Jocasta, along with Ash, 60-foot dolls and bits, tomorrow night at Newcastle Mayfair, Thursday, Nottingham Rock City, and Friday, the Forum in London.
Oh, thanks very much. That was very short, wasn't it? That's Jocasta, of course, and Change Me. And I will play that for George Shiel in Exeter and his band Beard, who says he's going to be bigger than Blur in 5 years' time.
Beard?
Beard.
Have a shave!
And is that
in
your
5 years' time, Blur are going to be nobody.
Well, that's true. Almost certainly. And I'll also play that for Elizabeth in Liverpool, who's in the middle of exams and all that sort of tackle.
The evening session is brewed in the UK.
That's what really gets me.
What was that? Hey?
That's what really gets me.
Who is it? Who is that? Who is it? Need to know, don't we? Terrible.
We don't need to know.
Don't we?
No.
OK, fair enough.
Right, one of the records featured therein was Rocket from the Crypt, who I'm delighted to say with us tonight. Speedo.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good, good, good. Now, listen, I've got a letter here from Marie, who wants to thank you for... She said that she got your sweaty handkerchief off the stage. Do you remember throwing it? Is this something you do? Like, so who was it used to throw out?
Elvis used to do
Elvis,
that.
didn't he? Is this your Elvis kick, throwing out sweaty hankies?
Yeah, it's something that, you know, we do now and then.
Right, OK, very nice. Well, she's very appreciative, Marie. But she's listening tonight, because, and this sort of reminds you how lucky we are to be in this fantastic business called show. Because she's listening tonight with a hot water bottle in bed, because at 4 o'clock tomorrow morning she's got to get up and get the bus to go and inspect dead fish at Grimsby Docks. Now, it's not much of a life, is it, Speedo, to be honest?
I don't know. I think, you know, it seems like a pretty fun job.
Right, OK, well, not to me it doesn't, but anyway. So how long have you been back with us? How long have you been back in the country?
We've been back here for about a couple days, 2 days, I think.
All right, and how's it going? All right, so
it's
far?
going OK, yeah.
Good, good, good. What are you going to play for us first?
We're going to play a tune called The Young Livers.
All right, yeah, fine, we like that. Have you got Dirty with you dancing?
He's not here right now.
Is he not?
No.
No Dirty dancing?
There's no dirty dancing going on.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, well, I wish I hadn't said it now, because I probably sensed that somehow.
Yeah.
I'll dance for you.
All right, you dance up here, interpretive dance. OK, Speedo, let's do it.
OK, you guys ready? OK, let's do it.
Young Lovers performed live by Rocket from the Crypt with interpretive dance by the boy Lard. So it was 2 studios in perfect harmony then.
Fantastic.
I will have 3 more tunes to come during the course of the programme. Kim Newman is here and we're doing Cult TV tonight. You better tell us what we're going to be discussing later on.
It's Quinn Martin's classic production, The Invaders.
Right, what's all that about then?
It's about invaders, funnily enough. It's it's the one with the aliens who can't bend their little fingers.
Right.
Is that a euphemism?
Pardon?
Nothing.
No, it's exactly. It's Stet, exactly as it says.
You couldn't bend their little fingers and spend a whole time on Earth at polite tea parties in the home counties.
So no one would notice.
So no one would notice. All right. So
actually, that makes a lot of sense when you say it. I had thought that was stupid, but yeah, that explains a lot about the home counties.
Okay, though. So the Invaders is what we're doing tonight. Now, Kim Newman, this book, The Bloody Red Baron. What's that all about then?
I really have.
Well, they were great last night at the Academy in Manchester. Manic Street Preachers and Everything Must Go, title track of the new album.
97.
Shining in the wood, standing on my feet, sending out the glow that goes Everyone that sees, you'd like to. Seen it all before. You're psycho. Shining when I want to, that is fair. There is a town by steaming wood where there is something doing. Everyone I know is going down the valley in the morning. There is nothing there of interest at all. Down the big town in the evening, there is something of a challenge there for me. Strange to find I never found before. Strange to find I never found, but what's so blue? Shining in the wood, standing on my feet, sending out the glow that goes around. Everyone I know, you like to say it once again. Shining when I want to, that is fair. There is a house on Steamy Road where there is someone hiding all the joy they have been shining. Are you coming down the big town? You can see it's not unnatural to do. Not at all. Gotta get out in the morning. Got to put it out and entertain for me. Shining is a joy I found again. Shining in the wood and anywhere that you bring. There is a town by Steamy Wood where there is something doing. Everyone I know is going down the valley in the morning. There is nothing there of interest at all. Not at all. Down the big town in the evening. There is something of a challenge there for me. Change of minds I've never found before. Change of minds I've never found, but what's open me?
You know, there's some fantastic records out at the moment. That's not one of them, because it's not out, I've just realised. But it's the new single from Tiger, the debut single on Fierce Panda, and it's called Shining in the Wood. Absolutely brilliant. Forthcoming on Fierce Panda. Apparently signed after doing only 3 gigs, but quite rightly so.
And apparently you can see them at Chelmsford Festival with Pulp on August the 17th, and a day later in Warrington at the Victoria Park.
Very good. Right. Excellent record. Welcome back. Still to come, we've got more live music from Rocket from the Crypt. Kim Newman is with us doing Cult TV, and we're doing The Invaders. Guest reader is Eyic Matthews. We've got Cyril Doricott with the Pathological News. Happy birthday, Kylie Minogue, who's 28 today. Nice girl, I'm told. Very pretty, but strangely childlike. I believe if you take her out for dinner, she likes to go to Brewers Fayre and have something off the Charlie Chalk's children's menu. No, so it's a cheap night out.
Yeah,
and she's probably tucking into some celebratory button burgers as we speak. And I believe that she also likes to go somewhere with a ball pool. She likes to play in a ball pool. Other notable anniversaries today. Born 1883, Clough Williams Ellis, famous for having 3 Sir and no Christian names. Creator of the Prisoner Village, Port Merion, which is home of the famous pottery lard.
Chippendale.
She's dog. That's not pottery, is it?
What is it?
It's a circus.
Oh, right, sorry, mate.
Wedgwood. It was Wedgwood. Also, anniversary of the birth of Wild Bill Hickok, director of The Birds.
Boom, boom,
boom. And Psycho, all about someone being attacked in the Shower by Stuart Pearce. What?
Ba-bum!
Also the day St. Theodulus the Stylite completed his 10-year stint sitting on top of a pillar, not to be confused with me, who spent the last 10 years sitting on top of a pillock.
No, I didn't like that one.
Actually, I mean, it's all just DJ crap, this, all this On This Day Guns. It's just a load of old toss to fill up a link. Happy birthday, Watty, out there exploited. I mean, who gives a toss? I tell you what, though.
Watty does.
Yeah, Watty probably does, yeah. And Mrs. Watty, probably, and Mummy Watty.
Yeah,
But,
and Auntie Watty.
We don't give a toss. But, you know, I am absolutely hopeless with dates. Over the weekend, I put 1995 instead of 96 on a check. You know, it's stupid. The year's nearly halfway through, and I'm always getting mixed up as to what year it is. The other day, I went out in doublet and hose because I thought it was 1622! Boom! The other day, Lard went out in a Harlequin jumpsuit because he's stupid!
Oh, I didn't like that one.
3 tunes in 6 minutes, let's go.
That'll do.
Although I'm young, I got a job to do. Here's a microfilm in the lining of my shoe. Call it a business trip. Gotta hide inside my trench coat and be clever. I got my papers in a cyanide bill. My Polaroids, a taser in disguise. There's a face in the hood, and the beat is looks like canvas in November. Can't trust a soul, secret messenger. Just the rules that lie like circuits in your brain. And a cool 45, the wind is ice and foreign air tastes rain. ICBM, back to set. No one left to worry. Kiss me quick, now I have to hurry. Our last contact, you live well. Yes, I have to
tremendous. As I say, 3 tunes in under 6 minutes. Not that that's any particular recommendation, but there's the fact nevertheless. Those are the Muffs from Los Angeles, a trio featuring a girl who looks remarkably like Katie Puckrick. Don't you think, Kim? It's very like it. Anyway, the Muffs from the album...
I'm not going to admit I know what Katie Puckrick looks like.
Well, there's nothing embarrassing in that, I've mentioned. She's been in here many times, but the album was Blonder and Blonder, and it came out last year. Before that, it was Blondie from the 1978 second album, Plastic Letters, Contact in Red Square, and the first one from the Northeast, again on Fierce Panda, as was The Tiger, singer that we played out of the news, come out tonight by Kenickie. Came out yesterday. Well, so are the shops open yesterday? Did it come out, did it? All right, it probably did come out yesterday then. That's Dodgy, exemplary single. They'll be in tomorrow night for a session. That's In a Room. They'll be in with the brass section. Better be none of this easy listening rubbish that's going round.
Exemplary.
Mike Flowers has a lot to answer for. I'll play that for Hills, who works here, and she's in the Aussie and having something done.
Is she?
Yeah, she works for, you know, Hills. She works for Loz Flash Robertson.
Ah.
The man who knocked me into our old office to make a cocktail cabinet.
Yeah, I was going to say get to bed, but probably no point.
Right, OK, then.
And you can see Dodgy if you don't mind travelling to Ireland, or if you live in Ireland, at Belfast Empire on the 31st and Dublin Mean Fiddler on the 1st of June.
It was nice, that. It was like the travel show, that.
Yeah, it was a bit.
It was very much like, what's her face? I don't care.
Judith Chalmers.
That's the one. Go on, then. What's that you've got?
Well, no, I've got a really hilarious fact here, right?
Good.
It's from Dean Starr and Lisa Wall, and they're going to buy a new double bed tomorrow to put in a caravan.
Ooh.
Yeah, in Nunstanton. Never even heard of it. But I said, before we go to bed at 11 o'clock tonight, could Lard please remind... bed to get, right, in the shop.
So are they sleeping on the floor at the moment?
Hi, Greg Proops here. I'm back, and I've learned my lesson. I'm totally nice now, and I'm not going to be mean. Unless you're too stupid to get my jokes. Party with me on bits from last week's radio. We steal from other radio shows, like this one.
Then I'm really going to let rip.
What's that, a bit of turbulence? Oh, is this the obvious joke?
Yeah, right. And bring the best bits to you.
Canobly Canese, favorite at 3-1.
So maybe not this one. Bits from last week's radio. Wednesday at 9 p.m. 97 to 99 FM, Radio 1.
He's good, that bloke, isn't he?
It's nice to hear Greg back, isn't it? Unfortunately not on here, but there you go. Right, now, one of the nice things about doing this programme is you get well wedged up, don't you?
Yeah, well wedged up. Free beer, free records.
And that is good. But also, I got an album in today by a bloke called Stuart and his band called Bell and Sebastian. I mean, talking about cult TV. Bell and Sebastian. Fantastic. Yeah. They're from Glasgow, and it was made as a project for Stowe College in Glasgow, and their teacher is Alan Rankin.
Alan Rankin?
Alan Rankin, yeah.
Alan, what? Who's that, then?
He used to be in The Associates.
Oh, what? The Associates?
The Associates.
Who's that, then?
Right, OK, so here's a track from this album. This is called The State I Am In.
I was surprised. I was happy for a day in 1975. I was puzzled by a dream. It stayed with me all day in 1995. My brother had confessed he was gay. It took the heat off me for a while. He stood up with a sailor friend, made it known upon my sister's wedding day. Got married in a rush to save a kid from being deported. Now she's in love. Oh, I was so touched. I was moved to kick the crutches from my crippled friend. She was not impressed, 'cause I cured her on the Sabbath. I went to confess. When she saw the funny side, he introduced my child bride to whiskey and gin. To whiskey and gin. The priest in the book had a photographic memory for all he had heard. Took all of
it's an album made for a college project in Glasgow, and that's just a white label, so I don't know whether it's going to be released on a label or not, so you better write and let me know, Stuart. But anyway, the state I am in is that the band is called Belle and Sebastian, which was a TV show about a little boy and a Pyrenean mountain dog, as I recall.
Right.
And I'll play that for John Lee in North Shields, who wanted Black Grape or the Pistols, so that was pretty similar, wasn't it? But he wanted it at 11 o'clock on Tuesday night, so that ain't bad, is it?
Two peas in a pod, they are not.
And anyway, he doesn't deserve any attention to this book because he says, could I have Lard's autograph, please? Who's obviously a sad individual.
I'll go and get the pistols now.
And he sent some Man City posters, you see, and it said, can you pin up in the studio? Please note these posters are very special because they actually show a Man City player with the ball, which was quite a rare sight this season. Thankfully, one of them's Nicky Somerville. The last thing we want is him to have more of the ball, isn't it?
Blimey, Charlie.
Right, OK, live in session tonight, we've got Rocket from the Crypt. This is the second one from them, Don't Darlene. Rocket from the Crypt played live at Speedo.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you enjoying it? How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Very good. Do the introductions to the rest of the band.
All right, we have over here on trumpet, Mr. JC 2000.
Yeah.
Oh, hello,
All right.
Mrs. 2000. Is your JC playing out?
Greetings.
Go on. carry on.
Okay, right there.
Don't mind me.
Playing the saxophone, we have Mr. Apollo 9. Take the mic, Mr. Apollo 9. Hey. We over here, he doesn't have a microphone, it's just as what we have on guitar. The Notorious ND. Right behind me, we have PDX on the 4-string bass guitar, that is. And on the drum kit, we have Mr. Adam Willard for you, right there.
Atom Willard,
Yeah.
I mean, can you be in your band if you're called Dennis? Or do you have to have, like, you know, a fantastic sobriquet?
No, you know, it's just, you know, something that we've lucked out in the kind of name departments, you know, that everyone just so happened to have pretty cool name. So, but I suppose there could be a Dennis.
But, you know, Dennis Rocket.
Yeah.
But, you know, it won't sound quite... Have you got any fancy new shirts, then, for these dates? Because you had some... There was a black and silver one, resplendent.
Yeah, we got some... They're kind of toned down a bit, but what we did is we recently went down to South Africa and collected a bunch of African artifacts and whatnot, and so we'll be donning, you know, cheetah loincloths and
right.
Stuff like that.
So that's a slight change of direction then, stage gear-wise, isn't it?
Slight, yeah.
So that's Elvis in his Sun City period.
Yeah.
would be about right. Is Dirty turned up yet? Is he doing any dancing?
He's not in here right now. He was in here for the song.
Right.
Yeah, and then he left.
Have you been setting anything on fire recently? Because last time I saw you were trying to get permission off the fire officer to set the cymbals on fire, weren't you?
Yeah, well, you know, we wanted to do more than the cymbals, but you know, as fate would have it. But no, we haven't set anything else on fire since then.
What is the origin of the phrase "rocket from the crypt"? Is it an old B movie or something?
No, it's not a B movie. It's actually there's a band called Rocket from the Tombs.
Right.
Who are from they're from Cleveland.
Right.
In the late '70s, they're kind of a proto art punk band.
Right. So you've just nicked 3/4 of the name then?
Yeah.
Really? And,
yeah. And you know, we just kind of like not only the imagery, but just the whole you know, just kind of seemed to symbolize what we were about when we started, which was just kind of just get the hell out of here and go.
What, just to get the hell out of San Diego?
Yeah,
Right, okay. Right, what are you doing? Any more gigs lined up? I know you're playing in Manchester at the weekend on Sunday.
Yeah, we're playing all over, and I don't know any of the dates.
Oh, well, we'll get a list, and we'll get the boy Lard, who's the sort of this programme's answer to Dirty.
Yeah.
Really. And he can do it a bit later on. Lard, what? Did you want to ask a quick Speedo a question?
Well, I've got my question, if you don't mind.
Speedo.
Speedo!
How's it going, lad?
Yeah, fine, tar, lad. I was just wondering, are you disappointed that you didn't get to #1?
Yes, everybody does.
I think we did get to #1.
Oh, did you? No offence.
Bad research, Lard.
Yeah, terrible. Sack the researcher.
How embarrassing. You are the researcher.
That's why you are lad.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you going to do for us next?
We're going to play a song off the Scream record called Suit City.
Okay,
I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you very much. I hope so, too. Paying me a lot.
And you can see Rocket from the Crypt, 1st of June, Sheffield Leadmill, 2nd of June, Manchester. Good at this, aren't I?
Pardon?
You're getting good at this.
Do you think they kept a note of that?
What?
Well, they didn't know their dates, and you just told them. I mean, if they fantastic.
Quality.
All the leaves are brown and the sky is gray. I've been for a walk on a winter's day. I'd be safe and warm if I was in LA. California dreaming on such a winter's day.
Stopped into a church. I passed along the way. Well, I got down on my knees.
I pretend to pray. Preacher like the crow.
He knows I'm gonna stay.
Knows I'm gonna stay. California dreaming on such a winter's day. All the leaves are brown and the sky is gray. I've been for a walk on a winter's day. If I didn't tell her I could leave today. California dreaming on such a winter's. California dreaming on such a winter's. California dreaming on such a winter's
The classic flower power harmonic blend of the Mamas and the Papas. Ooh, that sounded like I was selling an LP, that, didn't it? The classic flower power harmonic blend for the first time on brown vinyl. A debut single from 1966, John and Michelle Phillips. John Phillips also wrote Scott McKenzie's thing, Going to San Francisco. It was another classic of that time. And also featured Denny Doherty and Cass Elliot, who was very fat and died in a freak sandwich accident, I believe. And they were from a band called the Mugwumps with John Sebastian and Zal Janowski of the Loving Spoonful. And a mugwump, I only found this out today. Did you know what a mugwump was?
Well, there's a reference in Naked Lunch, isn't there, to mugwumps?
Yes, there's it's supposed to be a fence-sitting politician with his mug on one side and his wump
on the other.
On the other, which makes perfect sense when you think about it.
Yeah.
Kim Newman is here, and we've been talking about the Invaders.
The Invaders.
Was this sort of, the first time that a TV series had been done with the threat from right? We've had that one before.
We've had that one rather a lot.
Dozens of those.
Yeah.
Right, so a paranoid conspiracy theory about alien takeover of the planet, the country, or perhaps Todmorden.
Yeah.
Something like that.
All right, yeah.
And send your answers on something or other to Kim Newman, BBC Radio 1, Oxford Road, Manchester M61 SJ. Kim Newman, BBC Radio 1, Oxford Road, Manchester M61 SJ. I think you should set a small conspiracy theory and we'll repeat it later on. Give people an idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Putting you on the spot.
Right.
You're a bloody writer
we'll
after all.
You've
got a book out, Bloody Red Baron.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah, $14.99.
Bloody $14.99, that bloody book.
Yeah.
Right then, I think I'll play a pop record now.
I would.
What I've done with my life, I see you on the other side. And you wouldn't believe all the things inside my head. It's like I'm something special, with my fingers flickering over my face. As the bathroom door slams shut, and you're stuck into things go wrong, because you feel that's what you're owed. If you were fully decide, screw up your life, only you must accept the consequence, and we'll see you on the other side. And you wouldn't believe all these things inside my head. It's like a good execution, like I've got Devoto in my heart, and it's like it's really happening, but it's not really happening, and it's happening all the time.
That's out on the 17th of June, and that's for a new London label which is called Hitback. The band is called Spearmint, and the single is called Goldmine. Hey, it was a good link, that, wasn't it?
Just information.
It was, just information.
Oh, information.
Punchy, short, sharp burst, wasn't it?
Can't argue with it, though.
6:30 till 9.
It's a new single from Gorky's Zygotic Monkey.
Something obscene, and we cried in our pint for no reason at all, except that our lives were shite and we wanted so much more. Now hear those guitars boys singing, they're singing for you, singing for me. Now hear those teachers they're teaching for you, teaching for me. Now Lucy takes out her hamper, and to her surprise I like what's in hers. And I take out my hamper, and to my surprise she likes what's in mine. Now hear those choir boys singing, they're singing for you, singing for me. Now hear those monks praying, they're praying for you, praying for me.
Lucy's Hamper, new single from Gorky's Zygotic Monkey. We were supporting Manic Street Preachers last night.
You were whopping.
It was very pleasant to see the Manic's audience receiving them so warmly and all that coverage. Our guest reader all this week is Eyic Matthews, whose records we're very fond of on this programme. He's chosen to read from the works of Leslie Gorst, who's a New York writer, basically specialising in stories about the lives of jazz singers. Claimed work about Sarah Vaughan was one of her triumphs. Anyway, here's Eyic reading from Unforgettable, The Life and Mystique of Nat King Cole.
Unforgettable.
Some people believe that the style of an artist's work is in effect the man, and that only an important man's work matters and endures. The great events of Nat's life were the songs he sang, played, and recorded in his unique style. He seems to have culled and concentrated the best, most empathetic instincts for this poignant performance. But his life, too, can be fascinating. His laid-back performing style sometimes masked his true feelings, and despite myriad pressures, he was so supportive of people connected to the music business that he inspired in them both love and loyalty. He carried the outrageous burden of discrimination with grace. His civility and ease with people of all backgrounds were astonishing, especially in retrospect. During Cole's lifetime, writers criticized him when he became famous for his pop singing and kept his piano playing to a bare minimum. Had he lived long enough, his reputation might have opened the doors for him to succeed in several enterprises that he had set his heart on. He wanted to have a TV show. He also wished to star on Broadway. Performing as a jazz pianist was, in truth, only one of his many interests as an entertainer. Yet the public was deprived of many valuable jazz piano performances and albums because of his decision to concentrate on popular trends. He sometimes waxed nostalgic about his jazz roots. In a long, heartfelt interview backstage at the Apollo Theater in 1948, he said, "If I had a band, I'd be doing just what I wanted. I wanted to be a band leader once." Had he lived to a riper age, he might once again have identified himself closely with the jazz world. That, of course, is mere speculation.
Guest reader Eyic Matthews. Another lovely single from Eyic Matthews. Not out till the 1st of July, but it is on the album, which is in the shops. Hop and Tickle. And his guys' folk implosion, Natural Bomb, from the soundtrack of the film Kids. Welcome back to the last half hour, in which we'll have Kim Newman's competition time and some more cracking tunes, but not before we've had the last one live in session from tonight's guests, Rocket from the Crypt. This is Lorna Doone.
The kids will carry your coffee, that's alright, that's okay. They don't care what you look like or who you see, what you say. The kids won't carry your coffee. That's alright, that's okay. They don't care what you look like. The unconditional love of rockin' from the
Yes. Corking, Rocket from the Crypt, live in session. That was Lorna Doone. Do you want to do the dates again, Lard, or have you lost them currently?
No, go ahead.
Right, okay, I've lost them.
Oh, have you lost the cart?
I've lost the flaming tune now, here we go.
1st of June, Sheffield Lead Mill. 2nd of June, Manchester University. 3rd, Glasgow Arches. 4th, Wolverhampton, Wolfen Hall. And the 5th, London Astoria, which is down south, apparently.
Right, OK, Rocket from the Crypt tour dates, and thanks to Chester's Dark Prince for doing the sound on that. Other live music this week, Dodgy are on tomorrow night's programme, and on Thursday we will have some acoustic gubbins from the Walkabouts. That probably sounded like this was the Walkabouts, but it's not.
all around. The universe is all around. The universe is falling down. 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 Don't you know there's nothing you can do? Don't you know that everything is true? Don't you know it all revolves around you?
There's an homage that borders on just nicking everything, really.
Homage
right? Yeah. Beach Boys, His Name Is Alive from Livonia in Michigan, and that's from their current EP, Universal Frequencies. Oh, I'll play that for Ben Hughes in Cheltenham, who's 18 today, so probably bladdered.
How old?
18.
You can stop them if you like, but if you listen to this show on your 18th birthday, you're even more of a sad man than I am!
He said, also, can I say hello to Scrawny Boy Middleditch, who is the only other git that can be bothered to your top quality programme. This is from Ben here, so he can't even be bothered to put listen in the sentence.
He was ratted when he wrote it, wasn't he?
Was, yeah.
OK, so 9 out of 10 people...
Drop that.
Yeah, it's terrible dropping that.
You know, other people who do programmes, change their routines from time to time.
Wow, what a concept.
I don't know, it's not...
Bonkers.
Bonkers, barmy. Right, Kim Newman is here. We've been doing Cult TV, so we better repeat the subplot then for the Invaders question.
Yes, the question of salt in crisps.
Yeah.
And they phased them out.
No, that was a long time ago, wasn't
it? Well...
We're too young to remember, but carry on.
Isn't it strange that they never said, what the big discovery was? What was it that suddenly enabled them to stick salt to crisps?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, is it some glue that's now in your stomach after all these years of eating crisps?
It's a... Blooming heck.
What a concept.
What a concept.
Repulsive, isn't it? Yeah.
Sort of like reverse Teflon. Because they went to the moon to discover Teflon, didn't they?
Yeah.
So everyone was scraping eggs off the pan before Neil Armstrong made it.
The space programme was at about the same time they phased those bags out. So maybe that was it.
They are, you see.
They discovered in outer space.
I'm not going to sleep tonight.
An alien twist. That's right, lover boy.
Pardon the phrase.
You can listen to that show that's on till 4 then, can't you?
No.
That's not quite what I had in mind. No, that's obviously exactly what I had in mind. Right, so your conspiracy theory with a little blue twisted packet of paranoia stuck in there to Kim Newman, BBC Radio 1, Oxford Road. Right, are we going to say BBC Radio 1? There's no ITV Radio 1, is there? BBC Radio 1, Oxford Road.
Maybe there is.
Well, maybe.
Ooh, I won't sleep tonight. You will.
Send it to some or other. Kim Newman, BBC Radio 1, Oxford Road, Manchester M61 SJ. Right, now then, last time, what were we doing?
Last time, well, we really screwed up on the last one.
No, sorry. You screwed.
Let's
it was
just try that
your
one
idea
again.
for a question.
What was it?
It was the one where we asked which group took their name from a Spike Milligan sketch. In fact, it turned out there was several.
Right.
Yeah, we meant the Pogues.
Right,
yeah,
okay.
But in fact, Ned's Atomic Dustbin, which we should have known, was the title of a goon show.
Right, okay, so what have you done then? You've given it to people who wrote the Pogues, because that's the question that you asked.
No, I haven't, because
right.
I figured anybody who followed us must have had something wrong with them. So I gave your marks for your ingenuity in being cleverer than we were.
Not difficult.
Not difficult.
A nation chimed.
That's right. And so our lucky winners are Bob Cotterill, 50, of Swansea.
What, Bob Cotterill?
That's what it says.
50?
Bob Cotterill, brackets 50.
Right, one of our younger listeners.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and it's another gentleman from Wales, Richard Morgan of Powys.
2 Welsh winners.
And he's actually sent his answer in on a bit of cardboard cut out of a box.
Very thrifty.
Very thrifty. But it's good because you can hear that cardboard sound. That's just, yeah.
What's his name? Who's 15?
Bob Cottrell.
You can stop on Bob, because old people don't need much sleep anyway, do they?
That wasn't too rude, was it?
National radio. I mean, like, you know, if the licence fee went, you'd lose all this.
Tragedy.
It would be a national tragedy. Right, let's play some bang-up-to-the-minute, cutting-edge beat-clap music for the youth of today.
New music
with the
on
nice
Radio 1.
Yeah. Right, these are Pink Floyd.
Right.
Oh, shut up now. Right, from 1973, these are Pink Floyd.
run. You miss the start.